What's up, San Francisco 49er fans? My name is JT Magnum. Welcome back to Niner News. Now, I'm going to discuss three things real quick and get it out of the way before I make all of my predictions. I want to give you guys the predictions for every game this year that we're going to play against whoever we're going to play, and I'm going to stick by those predictions, and I'm hoping that's what our record would be. Of course, I hope we go 16-0. That'd be awesome, but it's probably realistically not going to happen. So let's talk about these three things real quick. First, Nick Moody signed with the Seahawks. That pissed me off. I really like Nick Moody. I had high hopes for him, but at the same time, I think Seattle keeps stealing players every year, and you know it happens almost every year. They always steal somebody. Now I get it. He could play special teams. He's a good backup linebacker for you guys, but I think they're doing it because they want to know our defensive schemes. They want to know those defensive play calls that the 49ers run. I think every year they steal a player because they're trying to get our offensive and defensive play calling. They're trying to figure that out, and I think that's why they basically sign our players as soon as we drop them, because they want to know the calls, they want to know the audibles, they want to know things so that they can adjust on defense and they can know our playbook. And I think that's been the strategy of theirs for the last like 3 years, it seems like. And it's just me, but that's what I see it, and that's how I see it as. So moving on, Aldon Smith signed with the Oakland Raiders. Screw you, Aldon Smith. It really pissed me off. It kind of felt like a slap in the face to the 49ers organization after everything they've done to help him, after all of his arrests, all of his off the field problems, and all the trouble that he's caused them and caused himself. I think that was kind of like a slap in the face, but at the same time, I understand he's got to get a contract, he's got to eat, he's got to play, he's got to make some money because he has to pay all those legal fees, he has to, he has to pay bills just like everybody else. So I get it, I get why he signed with them, but I just wish the Niners did something like maybe just shelved him, pay him that little crap contract that he can't get incentives and just shelve him, put him on some kind of like exempt list or something they can do to hold on to him so they can't just lose him for the year. But is what it is. He's gone. His problems are gonna keep going on in Oakland, I guess. I wish him the best, I guess. Play however good you're gonna play over there, but he's on the Niners no more, so we're gonna go on with the players that we do have. And last but not least, Michael Crabtree. Mr. Michael Crabtree, who's a big Mr. Diva boy who can't keep his mouth off the San Francisco 49ers now, and now he's bashing a quarterback that had his back when he got schooled by Richard Sherman, which he probably thinks on the play in the championship game the ball should have been thrown higher, or he had him burn, or whatever. Crabtree, dude. What I'm saying is Michael Crabtree said, I needed new scenery. He goes, I needed a quarterback that can deliver the ball and that was hungry like I was. He goes, with all the stuff going on the other side, it feels good to be on this side. He said, just play ball and don't worry about too much, just play ball. You know what, Crabtree? First of all, you had how many drops last year? And on top of having drops, how many times did you get open? You couldn't separate from a freaking snail, let alone anybody else. Anquan Bolden outplayed you at 34 years old. He still managed to get 1,000 yards, but you're crying about getting the ball? Come on, son. Anyways, no more time given to these fools. I don't call Nick Moody a fool, but especially Aldon Smith and Crabtree. No more time given to these fools. Let's get on to the predictions for the year. The first game of the year, obviously, is the Monday Nighter playing against a Minnesota Vikings. I think the 49ers are going to shock a lot of people with an outstanding defense. They're going to pull a good stop on Adrian Peterson. I think he's still going to get 100 yards, but he's not going to score. I think the 49ers win that game 23-19 against Minnesota. Then they go to Pittsburgh, who if it was, I don't know, but just me, but I didn't think Pittsburgh looked that good against New England. And New England's defense is not like the 49ers defense. They lost a lot of people too. Nobody's talking about it because they're New England. They won a Super Bowl, but they lost a lot of people, and they lost a big amount of secondary. They lost Brandon Browner and Darrelle Revis on that secondary, and they didn't look that good on the secondary either. So I think the 49ers beat the Steelers in Pittsburgh, especially without Martavis Bryant, no Le'Veon Bell, and no Marquise Pouncey to anchor the front for the Steelers. 49ers win that game 26-24. I think they start 2-0. Now the trouble starts. We go to Arizona, where we had problems last year with the refs, and I'm not going to get into that. If you want to get into that, look at my old video again with the game against Arizona and the stuff that I talked about in that game on NinerNews. But I think we lose that game 21-16 to Arizona in Arizona. I'm hoping we win, but I think we're going to lose the first game in Arizona. The Packers are going to come to town, and the 49ers have not played well at Levi Stadium yet. it just seems like it's not really a home field advantage yet. And I think the Packers win this one 31-20, finally beating Kaepernick. And I think Aaron Rodgers is going to have a good game in this one, especially with the young 49ers defense just coming together. So, but I think later on we might have some revenge, but we'll see. At New York Giants now. Going to New York, I think we win that game 23-20. I think we shut Eli Manning down a little bit, and we get some interceptions just like we did last year against them. Then the Ravens come to Levi's. I think the Ravens beat us again 25-17 in this one. Ravens are always a frustrating team to play, and they always frustrate the 49ers. It's just not a good matchup for us for some reason, but I think the Ravens beat us in this one. And then the Seahawks come to Levi's, and I think the Seahawks beat us. I still don't think we're ready to beat them yet. I think we're able to compete with them, but I still don't think we can beat them yet. And I hope I'm wrong. I really do hope I'm wrong, but I'm trying to be as really realistic as I can and not just be a homer 49er fan. But of course I'm going to root for them. Of course I want them to beat the Seahawks. There's nothing more in the world that I want for them to beat the Seahawks, but I think we lose this one 18-13. Then we go to St. Louis, where I think we handle the Rams. I think we're going to handle the Rams pretty well this year, and I think we beat them 33-16 in their hometown, and it's going to be basically a red out over there because the 49ers are going to have a host number of fans over there like they always do in St. Louis. And then the Falcons come to Levi's. I think we actually beat the Falcons 26-24. I think it's going to be a good victory for us in that one. And then the Seahawks, we go to Seattle again. I think we lose this one, another close game, 23-16. I think they pulled it out in the end. And I think the 49ers at that point, or what do I have them at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5-5 at that point. And then this is where the win streaks come. Arizona comes to the 49ers, and we beat them 27-13 to put us at 6-5. Then the Bears, we go to at Chicago, and we beat them 23-21, putting us at 7-5. And then the Browns, we go to Cleveland, we beat the Browns, putting us at 8-5. We beat them 24-13. And then the Bengals come to Levi's, and we beat them 26-17, putting us at 9-5 on the year and in playoff competition. But then the Lions, we go to Detroit. I think we lose to the Lions 27-17, putting us at 9-6. But we beat the Rams at home in Levi's Stadium 25-10, putting us at 10-6, and hopefully that is good enough for a wild card berth. I'm hoping that it is. A lot of years it's not because of some of the sorry divisions that we have in the NFC, but hopefully this is enough. We get into the wild card and make some noise. Hopefully by that time the defense is gelled, the offensive line starts taking its place, and we get some victories. So at best, I think the 49ers will be 12-4 or 11-5. I think realistically that's probably the best they can do this year. I don't see them at 13-3 or 14-2. I just don't see it. And at worst, maybe 7-9 or 8-8 again. Maybe 6-10, but I doubt that. And like I said, my prediction is 10-6. I'm sticking to it. That's what I think the 49ers record will be this year. Hopefully I'm right. Or hopefully I'm wrong and they're better. That'd be great. But guys, thanks for watching. Leave some comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think about Crabtree talking junk about Cap. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about Moody going to the Seahawks, and let me know what you think about Aldon Smith going to the Raiders. And give me your predictions. Give me your predictions on the season. You don't have to tell me the scores of the games, but give me your record predictions. What you think the 49ers at best could be, what you think they're actually going to be, and what you think their record could be at worst. All right? So thanks for watching. Enjoy the game on Monday night. Enjoy the games on Sunday as well. But definitely enjoy the games on Monday night. I hear it's going to be a blackout, so I think the 49ers are going to finally wear those black jerseys. That's why I broke them out for the show for this one. And I'm probably going to use this for the rest of the year, maybe, because I really like this little setup here. So let's hope that the Niners can beat up on the Vikings and shock everybody a little bit, because the Vikings are a little bit highly overrated in my opinion. Everybody has them like they're a surprise Super Bowl team or a surprise like playoff team. Had them win the NFC North over Green Bay. I don't know about that. We'll see. But I think the Niners might shock the world on Monday and get a nice victory. So we'll see. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned. I'll probably do another one on either Tuesday or Wednesday, depending, because my Stardom Cinema show comes out on Tuesday, so that means I have to do 2 videos on that day. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do 2 videos on that day. It might be Wednesday that the Niner News comes out. And yeah, all right, so stay tuned for that, and that's it. Go Niners this weekend, all right? Peace out, y'all.